Welcome back to Unfiltered. Listen, I've been warning you over and over, and now the Fed's saying the quiet part out loud. They want a digital currency. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the biggest surveillance tool you will ever see in human history. They're now saying the quiet part out loud about the creation of a central bank digital currency. Take a listen.
So it would not be anonymous. It would not be an anonymous bearer instrument. We would be looking to balance privacy protection with identity verification, which has to be done, of course, in today's traditional banking system.
You just heard him say it. You don't have to listen to me. Joining me now is cryptocurrency expert and the author of Undressing Bitcoin, Leah.
Hey, Shalom. Shalom. I'd like to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect. This is your brother, Ahmad Bayan, coming to you with another video through the spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Yes, now, today is the last day, the 31st of December, right? We're going into that new year, 2023, right? And we're going into the days of hell. The days of hell we enter into. We cross that finish line of 2022, going into 2023. Real madness going to start now. A lot of things going to be turned up. As you can see on your screen here, this little video here I'm gonna make here. It might be a little lengthy, it might be short, I don't know yet. I will see how much videos I could show on this one video here. But if there's anything, I might make a part 2. Right? And this is to do with the MOTB, right? The CHIP. A lot of you all a lot of you never believe when we used to see these things on the highways and byways, and when we seen it in our videos. It's either all you will listen and then all you will switch to a different video and say, well, you know, they don't want to hear that, or they don't believe that, right? But it is here. It is here. This newscast here was must say probably about a month ago and some weeks, right? But it have many videos on these things, right? So without further ado,
Welcome back to Unfiltered. Listen, I've been warning you over and over, and now the Fed's saying the quiet part out loud. They want a digital currency. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the biggest surveillance tool you will ever see in human history. They're now saying the quiet part out loud about the creation of a central bank digital currency. Take a listen.
So it would not be anonymous. It would not be an anonymous bearer instrument. We would be looking to balance privacy protection with identity verification, which has to be done, of course, in today's traditional banking system.
You just heard him say it. You don't have to listen to me. Joining me now is cryptocurrency expert and the author of Undressing Bitcoin, Leah. Leah, thanks so much for joining us. You know, you've been sounding the alarm about these central bank digital currencies for a while. Me as well. It's a big concern. This is the ultimate surveillance tool, isn't it?
and I have a lot of them out here who say they sounding the alarm. GMS has been sounding the alarm, you know. And also it have these other people who also has been doing these things also. But they actually saying things that is prophecy, right? It is prophecy. But they don't know that. They don't know that they're still living in the world. Today, they still of the world, right? They still celebrating the Christmas, the New Year's, and all these other nonsense. They still celebrating these things, you know. But yes, yet still the Yahweh Hashem Yahushai put the spirit on them to see these things, you know, to go into these things, right? So they don't know that what they're seeing is actually prophecy that happening, you know. But you know, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, all praises to him, because he works through anybody, you know. He works through anybody. But the prophets, the men of the Lord, is the ones who have the 100% truth, right? Because we give it bluntly. That's why you will find YouTube taking on our videos, you know, prevent interfering with our subscribers and our likes and our, you know, all these things. They interfere with it because they know we speak in the 100% truth, so they interfere with it to make us lose that, you know, make us have this kind of, distract us in that kind of way, you know, make us get discouraged by doing us those things. But that ain't gonna stop us, you know, because Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, he controls this also. He controls YouTube, the unicorn, right?
Absolutely, and anonymity isn't even the worst of our problems. The worst of our problems is the fact that it's going to be programmable. Because it is digital, it means the money can be programmed to be spent in any way in which the central bank or the government decides. So one of my particular concerns is the World Economic Forum, because they're talking about implementing a carbon allowance. Now, this means each individual will be given a certain amount of, whether it's credit or whatever it is, carbon that they are allowed to emit. And how do they implement that? Through a central bank digital currency. So if I buy too many plane tickets,
you hear that?
or if I buy too much meat, because those things are all supposedly very bad for the environment, my money when I go to fill up my car could then be declined. So now they're literally controlling what we can and can't do with our money. It's also important to realize
These are the things that we have been preaching. And this is the things that the apostles has been preaching, you know, not IUIC. IUIC, they don't take the bag already, right? They took that bag where it is they leading people astray. They deliberately doing that. That's why they have so much followers and people so interested in them. But they're interested in the wrong thing. GMS is the one that, GMS Great Millstone is the one that have the 100% truth. Whether they like it or not, starting from the head apostles, come straight down to the smallest man in GMS. We're pushing that truth.
that the money can expire. So during times of economic uncertainty, central banks love to print could then be declined. So now they're literally controlling what we can and can't do with our money. It's also important to realize that the money can expire. So during times of economic uncertainty.
And that expire she talking about. A lot of y'all, to break it down this way to all you, for it in a nutshell basically, is like some of y'all who have postpaid phones, and then some of y'all have prepaid phones, and all they know how that is operate. You know, the prepaid phone, the prepaid phone, you have to add money to your phone, right? To get money in order to call or to text and them kind of stuff, right? And when it is you do that, you get immediately they give you expiry date on that card that you put on your phone, right? That prepaid card that you put on your phone, that money that you put on your phone, you have a expiry date. If it is you haven't used that, if you haven't used the $30 until the expiry date is next Monday the 30th. If next Monday 30th reach and you have about $15 remaining, that money gone. They taking that money. It's the same way what she does say there. Exactly what it is they're gonna do. But that C-hip in your hand, that is what's going to happen to you. So you have no kind of control.
Central banks love to print lots and lots of money, which causes inflation. But we could get to a point where they say, instead of printing money, guys, you have to spend at least 10% of your savings in the next 3 months. If you don't spend that money in the next 3 months, then that money is going to expire. And if you can't save money, well, then you can't build long-lasting generational wealth. You're always going to be a slave to the system. And, I don't think people really understand the severity of this. Money is literally the energy which fuels your life. If you don't have freedom of money, you don't have freedom of anything.
And that is it. That is it right there. They controlling every single thing. And this is what coming from tomorrow. From tomorrow, they're going to have that ball rolling, where it is things is going to put in play. Some countries already done started. Sweden done started. Right? Sweden is like the Slovakia guinea pig. Right? Sweden is like that. That's what Sweden is. So they just test it out, they just run it to see how things playing off over there. Then they start to implement it in other places. China is one that's going to get it real hard. Right now, they getting that well, you don't see what going on over in that country already. Right? You don't see what going on in that country already. And Klaus Schwab, that devil, he wants to, he hoping to get that same way China is right now. He want the world to be like that. He want havoc. He just want chaos. These are the things that these devil want. And these are the things that Ole not understand. If Ole don't want to understand that, well, me you know what to tell Ole again. Ole just join the two-thirds, join the heathens, and, get destroyed. Lord willing, I'll be part of that hopefully elect. Lord willing, the sincere brothers and sincere sisters out there, we be part of that hopefully elect. Lord willing.
Dan, I know you talk about the Second Amendment. If they don't need to necessarily get rid of the Second Amendment, but they can just say they can program your money so that you can't actually go and buy a gun. So again, it really is the most tyrannical form of surveillance we will ever see. When they control the money, they control the world.
And that is the Rockefellers that does that.
Welcome back.
That is the Rockefellers that does that. Right? That is the Rockefellers that does those things. Right? They control the money. They control the world. They control your government. Don't believe that your government, your president, your prime minister, and them controlling anything here. They're not controlling anything. They are just puppets. Right? They are just puppets. We have been seeing and singing this song over and over and over to all you, and all you have never listened to us. But let me bring in some scriptures. I'm talking a little too much. Right. This is Revelation 12:12, and it reads, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he know it that he has but a short time. And that is what going on with these devils out here, you know, starting with the banking families, the Rockefellers, you know, all of them moved on to them, you know. These are the things that is going to come to pass. Right now, Esau Edom is pushing this agenda. This is what he wants. He wants total control. Total control is what he wants. Right? This is what he wants. He wants to be like the Most High, which he would never be. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth. You know? Woe to you who don't want to understand this truth, who don't want to take heed, who don't want to listen to us. Every single one of us is going to feel this. It have nobody not going to get ease from this what coming here next. Jacob trouble is right there. As I say, today is December the 31st. It is going into the 1st of January, where it will be next year, where it will be 2023. Those study about school fees, about what school what books you're going to get for your children. Don't study about none of these kind of things. Don't study to go and take out a loan. Don't go and study to do none of these things. Study to turn back to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Keep your faith. Understand where it is you're going to. Understand where it is this leading us right now. Understand where it is what's happening in this world. Don't take nothing lightly. For the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he has but a short time. Job 14:5, seeing the days are determined. Right? Seeing the days are determined. This devil know, you know, he's seeing his days are determined. He is going to come down unto everyone having great wrath, making sure that he succeed what he wants to do, making sure he succeed his agenda. And he is going to fulfill a lot. Why? Through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, he's going to get to do that. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai using him as a belt to basically cut we ass. For me to, that's the best way I could tell it to all you. Esau Edom is going to basically cut we ass. Why? Because we had sin towards the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, which the world is ignorantly called God and Yahweh. His name is Yahweh, and his son name is Yahushai, which the world is ignorantly called Jesus Christ. And right now, a lot of all you probably all you might be listening to this either later on tonight or tomorrow, you know. But just know that all you've been in church, you know, skipping and clapping and happy and happy all is, you know, bringing in the new year, looking for betterment. next year. Looking for betterment tomorrow. Not knowing there's a set of shit all you go in and face from tomorrow go down. These are the things that is coming, Israel. These are the things that is coming. I ain't talking to the heathens, you know. If the heathens listening to this video, that's their ass business. They going in captivity after. Right? They going in captivity after. If the 2/3 listening to this, just know all they continuing all their folly, all they're gonna get destroyed. But these videos that we be doing is to warn the elect. It's to seal the elect. Which is 144,000, 1/3. Not the 2/3. Most all it was born in vain. Seeing his days are determined, the number of the months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds, and he cannot pass. Right? Esau Edom wish he could pass, he could reach that level. Esau Edom wish he could reach that level. These devils, you know, these devils starting with the Rockefellers, the banking families and them. They wish they could reach that level. Them is trillionaires. They wish they have even more. They want more. They want total control. They wish they could get to that level. They wish they could come out of the outer earth and reach to a further distance. But wait it say down here, thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. He cannot pass. He wish he could pass. He will never pass. Thus say the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. It's lucky. I came here to get one of a precept here, but I saw this one here. I said, let me bring out this. You know, this is Isaiah 45:11. Thus saith Yahweh, the Holy One of Israel. The Holy One of Israel. Right? The Holy One of Israel and his Maker asks me of things to come concerning my sons and concerning the work of my hands. Command ye me. I have made the earth and created man upon it. Right? He created all of us. He created the heavens, he created the earth, he created all of us. He controls everyone. He controls Esau Edom. He controls the Rockefellers and the banking family, all of them. He controls all of them. All these things that are happening right now, the Lord is coming. He's showing his great works. I have made the earth and created man upon it. I, even my hands, have stretched out the heavens, and all their hosts I have commanded. Right? All praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Right, the scripture I wanted here. Revelation 13:16. Right? And this is also to go with the video that I've been showing here, right?
It's a surveillance tool, isn't it?
Digital. It means the money can be absolutely.
Bring it back here.
Welcome back to Unfiltered. Listen, I've been warning you over and over, and now the Fed's saying the quiet part out loud. They want a digital currency. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the biggest surveillance tool you will ever see in human history. They're now saying the quiet part out loud about the creation of a central bank digital currency. Take a listen.
So it would not be anonymous. It would not be an anonymous bearer instrument. We would be looking to balance privacy protection with identity verification, which has to be done, of course, in today's traditional banking system.
You just heard him say it. You don't have to listen to me. Joining me now is cryptocurrency.
Right. We go back to here. Revelation 13 and 16, and it reads, and he calls it all, both small and great. Right? Rich and poor. The rich people. Some of all you know rich people. Them and all getting it. Rich and poor. Well, you also know poor people. Most of us here sitting on here right now, we poor. You understand? We are nothing. And he calls it all, both rich, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. Right? That mark. Let me go into mark and see what mark is. Some of you don't see these videos and heard about the mark and saying this is for edification, you know, for the new people, you know. Just for the new people. And there's also to tax all your brain and to help all you understand what it is we're talking about here too. What is charagma?
Strong's G 5480. Charagma.
Right? Charagma. Let me see what it say here. A stamp, right? An imprinted mark, right? A mark, select here, of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist. Or you could see inside of Antichrist, you see anti-Hamashiach, right? Because Christ is it going into the Greek word, is a Greek word, is, you know. The original language is Paleo-Hebrew, right? It's not Greek. They don't speak Greek, right? Right? The mark branded upon a horse, right? You know how a mark is, right? So let me go into the let me see if I can find it. The root word. Now just bear with me, Babakasha. Let's see what is this. The root word here.
Strong's G 5482. Charax.
Charax. Right? Let's see here. Outline of biblical usage. A pale, a stick, a palisade, right? Let me see what these things actually mean, right? Because John the Revelator, he saw these things.
Pale.
Let me see. Oh gosh. Not this, Salakia. We're going into something else there. He's all always like to cover his stuff up.
Steak.
Right. Yappa. Right, so what you can see here, right? Look at the one on top, right? There's a mark they're talking about, a mark, right? And what this looking like? What this looking like? A needle. You know how you put a mark on something? What these things looking like? Looking like a needle. These are the things that the prophets saw, right? Look just like a needle. That is what they are going to use to put the C-hip in here. Let me see if I could get a better thing there for you. Just bear with me, Babakusha. Right, so I get this little thing here for you. Excuse me. Right. So you're seeing this here for yourself. Right. So there's the stake on the top, as you can see, right? And these are the CHIP, you know? See how small it is, like a little rice grain, right? This is what it is they want you all to take. And you realize how the stake look, what John the Revelator saw. And this is what it is in this modern time. When it is he saw it, he didn't know the name of it, right? When he saw it, he didn't know the name of it, exactly what it was, right? All he could have said, he could have just say that it was looking like something that he know about at that time, right? At that time, he had known about a stake, he had known about a pail, right? A palisade. As if I get the name right, so lucky if I get the name wrong, right? But that is the stuff that he saw. You know, that's what he could have described it as, right? But in these modern times, this is what he saw, right? This is what he saw, and this is what they're using to insert it, right? This is a mark. I hope this is edifying to you all. Babakusha. Right, so this is what they come in with. All right, this is what they come in with. YouTube take down this, but you know, cutting them bad and hurting their feelings, but whatever. We get back to the script here, right? So it's saying here, a pail or a stake or a palisade, right? So you're seeing what it is he saw. Right? Revelation 13 and 16. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, right? So don't believe that, don't think that because you get it in your if it is you take it in your right hand, you know, if you've seen it here written on your right hand, don't say, well, you know, but then I will take it on my left, you know, because you're going off. You're still going off. At the end of the day, it is in your skin. It is in your blood, it is in your body, right? It's in your vessel. You more or less just say, hey, you choose, so Edom, you choose the world. When you take that, you choose the world. That's nothing about you choose the Lord there. You can't say that, hey, you just take it and you want to pull it back out. Okay, you have to remember too, when it is something insert in you like that, eventually your body just heal. So when your body start to heal now, and that your tissues and things start to heal around that, what you think going to happen? That's going to be part of you there. Not only that, it also going to be it's also going to poison your blood. It have people who are going to have infections. It have people who are going to get all kind of different reaction from that. Because everybody body different. And you have to take that in order to continue living however you're accustomed living. However you are accustomed living right now, if you're listening to this, however you're accustomed living, for you to continue living like that, you have to take this. You have to take this thing. You understand? You have to take this thing. Right? You have to take this thing. I hope this lesson edifying to all you. I really do. You get back into the scripture there. Because the Lord had put us up here as watchmen. Through the Spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, He had called us. He called us out of the world. And He have us here to preach this word. Warn His sheep. Feed His sheep. That is what we're here to do. And that's what we will always do. Through the Spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, all praises to Him. Right, this is Ezekiel 33:7. So thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Right? So we out here watching, looking at it, looking at the times, you know, seeing the times that coming, right? You're seeing all the farming, you're seeing things reaching to farming. Some countries they done in farming already, right? Earthquakes, it having earthquakes every single day, whether you're feeling it or not. On the four corners of the earth, you're getting all these different plagues. You're seeing floods. You're seeing volcano erupting. You're seeing storms. Every single thing you're seeing happening is the Lord did it. That is the Lord hand you're feeling. That's the wrath you're feeling. Ezekiel 33:7. So thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Right? Therefore, thou shalt hear the word. Thou shalt hear the word at my mouth and warn them from me. Right? I didn't write this. The apostles didn't write this. This is Yahweh Bashem Yahushai speaking here. So thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore thou shall hear the word at my mouth and warn them from me. This is a warning, right? That charagma, don't take that shit for nothing. This is Revelation 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. And that's where it's coming up to. That is where it's coming up to. Jacob trouble is right there. You're going into 2023, the year of hell. The year of hell. Lord willing, we get out. Lord willing, we get out of here. Lord willing, the Bashim Yahushai come and take me out of here. Lord willing, we be part of that 144,000 hopefully elect. Lord willing, the Akim in my camp, we all of us be part of that great number, that 144 hopefully elect. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon the whole Salakia, which shall come upon all the world, right? All the world, everybody going to feel this. From the heathens, from the rich to the poor, the free, the bond, every single soul going to feel this. To try them that dwell upon the earth, where everybody dwelling right now, on the earth, where all are we living right now, on the earth. This ain't gonna happen on Mars. This ain't gonna be on Venus. This is on the earth. This is where we are right now. And don't think that you could take a shuttle and fly up there and say, hey, are you going on the moon? Are you going somewhere else? You will get pelted straight back down here. But anyway, I have some more videos to show. I'm gonna get to the videos, you know. Just bear with me, Baba Kusha. Alright, I promise all day that I will bring a few videos, you know. This is a person who had passed away, Aaron Russo. I did a video on him and another video lower down. Yeah, but he knows he passed away already, but he had known one of the Rockefellers, you know, and they explained to him what it is their main agenda is, you know. As I said, they are the banking families, you know. They are the main ones on top, you know. On top that is pushing all these agendas, you know. You saw Edom, you know, and his friends. So you just listen to this here.
I had a friend, Nick Rockefeller, okay, who was one of the Rockefeller family, and he, when I was running for governor in Nevada, he came to me, introduced himself to me through an attorney, and we became friends. We started talking about things, and I learned an awful lot from Mr. Rockefeller. And one of the things that we used to talk about was the ultimate plan of the banking industry, what they wanted to accomplish. And the goals of the banking industry, not just the Federal Reserve System, but the private banks in Germany and England, all over Italy, all over the world, they all work together. They're all central banks.
Right, you hear that? All these banks and them, they all linked. They all linked. Even the one in your country, they all linked. The amount that he called there, that's just a fraction of them. But they all linked.
And they're all part of the Communist Manifesto. You know, central banking is one of the major planks of the Communist Manifesto. We talk about America being a capitalistic country, but yet at the same time we have a central bank that plans everything for us, right? And the graduated income tax is another plank of the Communist Manifesto, right? So right there you have two major planks of the Communist Manifesto that have been brought in because of the Federal Reserve System, okay? So the ultimate goal that these people have in mind is the goal to create a one world government run by the banking industry.
All them devils, you see how they stand up there?
Run by the bankers, and they're doing it in sections. The European currency, the euro, and the European Constitution is one part of it. Now they're trying to do it in America with the North American Union, right? And they want to create a new currency called the Amero, right? And the whole agenda is to create a one world government where everybody has an RFID chip implanted.
That's the same thing where it is just show, right? Earlier on in the video, you know, what John the Revelator saw, right? And they say he calls it all small and great, rich and poor, you know. They take that MARK, right? That MOTB, that CHIP. That's the same stake or show that he saw, you know. This is the same thing where it leading to.
And them, all money is to be in those chips.
So what did I stay there and sleep and don't get up, sleep and don't get up.
Right, there'll be no more cash. And this is giving me straight from Rockefeller himself, that's what they want to accomplish. And all money will be in your chips. And so instead of having cash, anytime you have money in your chip, they can take out whatever they want to take out whenever they want to. If they say you owe us this much money.
And this is the same thing that earlier on in the video that I showed with the news reporter and the young lady who was speaking, right? She was saying the same thing like this. And this is something that Nick Rockefeller had told Aaron Rousseau, right? He spoke to him, he tell him exactly what it is he gonna do, what it is their plan is. But the brother Aaron Rousseau came and dead. He came and passed away. They say he passed away from his fighting cancer or something so. Right? Now who knows? You never know.
Taxes, they just deduct it out of your chip digitally.
Total control.
Total control. And if you're like me or you, and you're protesting what they're doing, they can just turn off your chip. And you have nothing.
Right? So when they turn off your chip, you could be owing tax money, and you decide to say, hey, let me spend the last 200 on my chip, Salakia. You know, let me spend my last set of money, you know, that I have, my last 200, 300, not knowing you owe them devils and them a 150. You gonna end up spending it. You end up slipping and spending it. guess what? When it is you go to, when you get paid again, they will take your money from you. They could easily say, well, you know what? The money that you end up spending yesterday, that was theirs, they end up taking even more. And then they freeze up your account. And you might end up having, like, say you have a 3,000 on your, you have 3,000 on your hand now. You have 3,000 now that you can't even spend. Right? What's your position there now? These are the kind of control they want to have. These are the kind of things that Esau is coming with. These are the things that the devil is coming down with great wrath with. So let's stay there and sleep.
You can't buy food. You can't do anything. It's total control of the people.
And that chip's connected to a database that has your purchasing records, what you do, what you sell.
Everything is in there, you know? And so they want a one world government controlled by them, everybody being chipped, all your money in those chips, and they control the chips, and they control people, and you become a slave. You become a serf to these people. That's their goal. That's their intentions.
More than a decade ago, I began.
Let's see if I get something else there. Alright, let me continue here. Next part here.
That he was, and I think it's important, and I know this about the Rockefellers from Dr. Dennis Cuddy and many others who literally, you'll be 20 years old in a lunch line at college, and there's David Rockefeller. And they're experts at recruiting and getting what they call players, and that clearly I want to make it specific and just get you to reiterate what you said last night about you got 30% of the vote, you were having an effect, you made mad as hell. They knew that you'd started the Constitution Party.
Yeah.
They knew that you were somebody who was taking action and getting things done. You'd already made some big films, had a lot of other successes.
Right.
So they were trying to recruit you, and didn't it come down to the point of, hey, we are here to recruit you, and don't worry, your chip's going to say, don't mess with us. This guy's don't touch.
Yeah, yes, that did happen. I was definitely being recruited, but it's more subtle than that.
Well, in your words, just go through the process, and then what he said.
Well, what it is remember we were friends, and we used to come to my house a lot. We'd have dinner, we'd talk, and he'd tell me about business that he get involved in,
Right, and the reason I'm doing this little video here too is to just, guide you through for you to understand, how these devils and them just think, how they just operate, the evil that is becoming with, the wickedness that is becoming with. Because they don't care. They don't care about anybody but themselves.
help me with this business investment or that business investment. And was I interested in joining the Council on Foreign Relations? I would have to get a letter to join them, but was I interested in that? And, just stuff, leading you on. And I used to say to him that I never really did that because that wasn't where I was coming from. As much as I like you, Nick, your ways and my ways, we're on the opposite side of the fence. I don't believe in enslaving people, and
that's what they're trying to do. Right? That's what they're trying to do. Because we never left slavery. We're still enslaved right to this day. Right? As a brother did say in the camp some time ago there, he had break it down well, where it is we were slaved, right? It's like put it this way, like we were in a dog kennel, like you have a dog in a kennel, right? The dog represent us. We were in a kennel. We We had nowhere to go. We slaved, right? But guess what? They let us out. They let us out and they say, hey, you're free. Not knowing we in the yard. We just in the yard now. Right? We only reach in the yard running around. But we still bad. It's still bad wrong with fence. We can't even leave that. But we thinking we're free. Right? So these are the kind of shit that is be doing and fooling people.
And he would come back with, "Oh, I do."
Well, it would be more like,
It's better for them.
well, it's more like, how do I put it? It was like, what do you care about them? What do you care about those people? What difference does it make to you? Take care of your own life. Do the best you can for you and your family. What do the rest of the people mean to you? They don't mean anything to you. They're just serfs. They're just people. It was just a lack of caring, and that's just not who I was. It was just sort of like cold, it was just like cold, and I used to say to him, what's the point of all this? You have all the money in the world you need. You have all the power you need. What's the point? What's the end goal? And he said the end goal is to get everybody chipped, to control the whole society. To have the bankers, the elite people, the bankers and some governor controlling the world. And I said,
And that's what he wants. That's what Great Millstone has been pushing and saying for how long now? From the head apostles. Come straight down. This is what we have been saying. And this is what we out here doing. We warning Israel. We warning Israel. We warning Israel from Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, because the 2/3 they are already going to get destroyed. At the end of the day, we have a job to do, and that's what we are doing, pushing this word. So although we look like we're mad on the road, we look like we insane, we look like we dressing a certain way, we look like bums, that's alright. Or you can laugh, mock, scoff, as all you please. At the end of the day, we serving a higher power. Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. If all they want to follow this, all they right now, all they want to be in the church, trying to bring in the new year, and praising and praying to this white devil with blue eyes and blonde hair, and believe that he go save you, he go make tomorrow better, he go make next year better. He go make 2023 better, or they go see up to 2025 and 2030 something and 40 something and so on. Or they really believe all that?
People in the Council on Foreign Relations believe this way you do. He said, no. Most of them believe they're doing the right thing. A lot of them believe it's better off being socialistic. We have to convince people that socialism is really capitalism. Because America's becoming a socialist country. It's a communist country today.
And here we are, years later, after Aaron.
Right? You continue.
9/11 is a phony, and we've never learned the truth about 9/11.
That's the question I wanted to follow up on. He tells you 11 months before there's going to be an event, all this is going to happen. What did you think on the morning of 9/11? Where were you, and did you think about Nick Rockefeller and what he had told you when you saw those towers fall?
No, I was actually in Tahiti.
Slovakia, not this one.
Federal Reserve is poison to our country. Of course it is. It's poison. Whoever makes the money makes the rules. Rothschild said that. And they make...
And you hear who say that? The Rothschild said that. Who makes the money makes the rules. Who makes the money makes the rules. Who control the world? Who is the devil? Huh? Let me get that scripture there quick. Alright, there's the Blue Letter Bible here again. Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Right? He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Who is he? Esau Edom. You know? And Rockefeller said that. You understand? Rockefeller say what he say? He say, who controls the money, controls the world.
Having these private bankers to make the money for our country. It makes no sense. Why are we paying interest to these banks to make money for us when the government can do it itself?
Let me go back.
Fusion of credit.
Which only makes the government go into more debt.
Into more debt. The Federal Reserve is poison to our country. Of course it is. It's poison. Whoever makes the money makes the rules. Rothschild said that.
Right.
And they...
Whoever makes the money makes the rules. Who ruling right now? Who ruling right now, Israel? Who ruling right now? If you want to sleep, don't sleep now. Better get up.
make the money. Why are we allowing these private bankers to make the money for our country?
Because Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai gave the land to the wicked, you know? Gave the land to the wicked. Why? Because we, as Israel, we went against his laws, statutes, and commandments, right? So we basically getting licks, right? It's licks we getting. But that is going to turn around. Right? That is going to turn around. That is going to turn around because whoever be able to go through. Let me get it there. That's a Labain. Revelation 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. You know? So in Jacob trouble's time, you know, which is coming soon, we who be able to keep, you know, that faith, you know, in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai and push to the end, right? He is going to keep us from the hour of temptation, right? Not to be able to follow in this world, not to follow in these sort of evil that they coming with, right? So at the end of the day, we have to keep pushing. We have to keep pushing and keep keeping this faith, right? This is Revelation 13 and 16. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had save he that had the mark on the or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that had understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Right? If there's anything, I don't see how long this video going here already. If there's anything, and I also know how Jake is, you know, or they don't like to sit down and listen to a long video, right? So I might make a small little video with the rest of the other videos that are promised all there, you know, so look out for that. Anyway, I hope this was edifying. God willing, I hope all you know, take heed, you know, and this is what we out here for. We out here to seal the elect, right? Lord willing, we be part of that elect, that 144,000 hopefully elect. And with that, I'd like to give our praises, honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone. Shalom, double honors. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect. This is your brother Ahmad Bayan signing out. Honestly, stay in the faith, you know. 2023, the days of hell is upon us. Shalom, Barakatah, Abad Babal, destruction unto Babylon, Yisro Edom.